Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Green Book. Let's do it. Green Book is a comedy-drama film from director Peter Farrelly and Universal Pictures. The movie stars Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, and Linda Cardellini. A working-class Italian-American bouncer becomes the driver of an African-American classical pianist on a tour of venues through the 1960s American South. So I got to see this at the Toronto International Film Festival, and as it was announced yesterday, congratulations are in order to Peter Farrelly, Mahershala Ali, Viggo Mortensen, Linda Cardellini, everyone involved with the movie. It won the Toronto International Film Festival People's Choice Award. Well done. Now, as I said off the top, this movie features racism in the Deep South in the 1960s. And it's brought to you by one of the guys who brought you this. So yeah, I was really curious to see it. Also, the trailer looked great. Now, let's talk about the acting first. Linda Cardellini is really good in this movie. She doesn't have a whole lot of screen time, but she does find a couple of moments to really shine. Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen are both excellent in this movie, and their chemistry together is fabulous. Now, Viggo often plays, pretty stern characters. A History of Violence, Eastern Promises, The Road, even Aragorn, who has a couple of light moments, but for the most part, he's a pretty stern fellow. Well, here's something I learned from this movie. Viggo Mortensen is a really funny guy, and he has really good comic timing. Now, Peter Farrelly is not as much out of his element as I thought he would be going into this movie. It's a road trip movie, which of course was Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumber 2, and it's definitely more of a comedy than it is a drama. It takes itself seriously, but it does find joy and lightheartedness and fun and humor in even the heavier moments. That said, this film does go to some very dark and heavy places, but it never becomes bleak, because this movie is not really about racism and classism in the 60s. That's the backdrop to which the premise is set, the narrative is set, but the movie is really about these two very unlikely people. Mahershala Ali's character is this aloof, incredibly well-educated, virtuoso pianist who also is black. And Viggo Mortensen's character is this not particularly well-educated, kind of racist, New York City good old boy. And the movie is about these two guys coming together and becoming friends. Now, when it comes to the racism in this film, it doesn't gloss over it, but I did feel like it did play it a little bit safe. It does challenge the audience, but maybe not as much as it could or should have. Now, of course, we've seen this story before. Two very unlikely characters who shouldn't like each other because they're so different, learn from each other's differences, embrace those, and become friends. We've seen that movie many times. What makes this one special and more poignant is the fact that it is a true story, and the fact that these two guys ended up remaining like best of friends till the end of their lives. Also, the music is great. I mean, the piano stuff that Mahershala Ali is playing, he's not actually playing it, though they do a very convincing job of making it look like he's playing. That stuff is great, but also just the soundtrack is fantastic. And that doesn't surprise me, because Farrelly Brothers movies often have really strong soundtracks where they just find a really good catchy song that fits the scene. Loved it. Look, this movie is funny, it's charming, it's heartwarming, it's heavy, it's dramatic. It's a damn good film. It's supposed to be released in North America on November 21st. I hope if you guys are interested, you go check it out because it is a really wonderful movie. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Green Book. And I think I'm gonna give Green Book a...
Yeah.
I'll be out in 1 minute.
Out of 10. So now I want to know, are you looking forward to Green Book? What is your favorite Farrelly Brothers movie of all time? Personally, I think I have to say Dumb and Dumber. I don't know that there's a better answer than that, but hit the comments below and let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.